Vitriolic Sphere is a fear so near. It's Rhyme and Reason 814.
Here's your rhyme and reason. Oh, yeah.
Hey there, Tony here. You know what? It's a weird and wicked world, and all the worldly dots are connected. And I arrived at that thought, connecting some dots online. One leap from one dot to another led me to discover what a vitriolic sphere is. Have you ever heard of a vitriolic sphere? Yeah, they're real. And but here's a description I found. You point at a place within range, and a glowing 1-foot ball of emerald acid streaks there and explodes in a 20-foot radius. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 10d4 acid damage and 5d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn. On a successful save, a creature takes half the initial damage and no damage at the end of its next turn. At higher levels, when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 5th level or higher, the initial damage increases by 2d4 for each slot level above 4th. That 1-foot ball of emerald acid is known as a vitriolic sphere. Whoa. Okay, now if you're not a gamer, maybe that description sounds almost like a foreign language. It does to me. I'd actually consider that a type of blessing because it means you haven't fallen into that pitiful pit of that gaming realm there. And I say that because of the different definitions of vitriolic. The online Merriam-Webster dictionary defines vitriolic as 1, bitterly harsh or caustic language or criticism, and 2, a sulfate of any various metals such as copper, iron, or zinc, especially a glassy hydrate of such a sulfate. Okay, there we have the scientific and definitive definition of a vitriolic sphere, and I'm sure the gamers would prefer to focus on that second definition, but ultimately it's just a dot connected to the first definition, because you certainly wouldn't explode a ball of emerald acid on someone as an act of love, right? No, I mean, my guess is, and I use that term lightly, is that hate would be the motivator. But here's the Tony take on it. Hate is a vitriolic sphere, because when you throw it out there, it will circle back to you, cause and effect. But in the case of hate, the effect is not less than the cause. And you can see the effects all around this vitriolic sphere known as Earth. You can see the effects of it all around. Hatred. I mean, it's literally tangible. Not the force of it, but the effect. Many American city streets are filled with zombified human beings, if you want to call them that. They still somewhat resemble that. What some would call the dregs of society, walking around in drug-induced stupors or alcohol, wreaking havoc on themselves and those around them. I've seen them personally, and I've noticed how there's only darkness behind their eyes. They look vacant. Have you ever heard that expression, a vacant stare? I've seen these people on the streets in Colorado Springs, in Colorado. And you can see them in pretty much every major city in America. But you know what's good for that kind of darkness behind the eyes? Well, if you guessed sunlight, you can get on up here to the head of the class because you are tip-top on top of it. But here's what's even better than sunlight, and that's the sun's light. The sun's light. I could put it that way. That would be the difference between S-U-N, light, and S-O-N, light. And I'm going to share a song that I recorded a long time ago in one of those motel sessions I've mentioned before, a motel session recording of a song called Give Me the Light. This is a song that I wrote while I was on the road way back in the 80s, and this would be, with all of its flaws and everything, the first demo version. My brother was actually playing guitar, and we were just trying this song out. with drum machines and guitar and vocals, and my vocal anyway. And anyway, here it is, Give Me the Light, and I'll be right back.
When the light shines and it's coming from above, I can't ignore it, because I know deep down it's love, and it shows me that the time is close at hand, and I'm beginning to think I might just understand. I waited so long for the perfect time and place, and made a whole lot of mistakes I can't erase. Destined to live in the darkness, I supposed, but you can't see the light when your eyes are closed. So give me the light, oh, give me the light of your love. Give me the light, I wanna see how good it can be. Give me the light, oh, give me the light of your love, Give me the light that's gonna set this blind man free. Well, I daydream and I do my best to fly, but something holds me. It doesn't matter how I try. Oh, but someday, if I live this life just right, I know I fly up and be a part of that sweet light. I waited so long for the perfect time and place, made a whole lot of mistakes I can't erase. Destined to live in the darkness, I supposed, but you can't see the light when your eyes are closed. So give me the light, oh, give me the light of your love. Give me the light, I wanna see how good it can be. Give me the light, oh, give me the light of your love. Give me the light that's gonna set this blind man free. Well, I waited so long for the perfect time and place, and made a whole lot of mistakes I can't erase. Destined to live in the darkness, I supposed, but you can't see the light when your eyes are closed. So give me the light, oh, give me the light of your love, your love. Give me the light, I wanna see how good it can be, how good it can be now. Give me the light, oh, give me the light of your love, your love. Give me the light that's gonna set this blind man free. Give me the light of your love. Give me the light of your love. Give me the light of your love.
Okay, like I said, there it is with all of its flaws. Demo version, we were just going through it basically for one of the first times, and we recorded that song in a motel room. So, hey, you know, it's a demo. What can I say? But it was, at that time, written as basically kind of a regular, typical love song. And I've since revamped lyrics, and I'm going to revamp, hopefully, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Going to revamp with different lyrics and turn that into something that would be more apropos for where I am in this life now. Okay, that does it for this episode of Rhyme and Reason. I hope you enjoyed your sphere, the Vitriolic Sphere, and I hope you leave with a whole lot less vitriol in your mind and body than when you started. Hopefully it's not more because of listening to me ramble on about it. As always, remember, life has rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're here. Give it time and season.